this more anti-woman stuff, and the epicenter of this, of course, is the Republican Party. But you can find it just in just about any organization, Democrats, it doesn't matter. So here's the latest. This Virginia State Senator Steve Martin, Republican, of course, he's the former chairman of the Senate Education and Health Committee in Virginia. And he wrote a lengthy post about his opinions on women's bodies on his Facebook wall last week in response to a critical Valentine's Day card he received from advocates for a woman's right to privacy. He had said that a pregnant woman is nothing more than a host. That's his word, host. I guess in the same way there are certain kinds of wasps that will or is it spiders? They will paralyze a wasp and then plant inside the wasp's body spider eggs, so that when the spider is born, the wasp is a host for the baby spiders to eat. Anyway, this Republican Virginia State Senator referred to a pregnant woman as a host. And he said once the child exists in your womb, I'm not going to assume a right to kill it just because the child's host, some refer to them as mothers, doesn't want it. Now, when this became public, he scrambled like a cockroach back to his wall and changed it this afternoon, to refer to the woman as the, quote, bearer of the child instead of the host. Too late. Too late, punk. Now, this is the guy who voted for Virginia's mandatory ultrasound bill and supported a fetal personhood bill, which would ban all abortions, which means, in effect, ban all aspects of a woman's right to privacy where it concerns conversations and procedures with her OBGYN. And the bill would have affected the legality of some forms of contraception. So the Virginia Pro-Choice Coalition, and I wish they would just get rid of the goddamn word choice. You people are crazy using that word. Why don't you say pro-privacy? Oh, never mind. The Virginia Pro-Choice Coalition had sent a Valentine's Day card asking him to protect women's reproductive health options, quote, including preventing unwanted pregnancies, raising healthy children, and choosing a safe legal abortion, end quote. And that's when this state senator in Virginia reacted to their letter. He wrote in part, quote, if it's your expectation that I should support such nonsense, I will be breaking your heart. You can count on me to never get in the way of you preventing an unintended pregnancy, even though another lying son of a bitch, he voted to eliminate contraception. But let me go on. I'm not actually sure what that means, because if it's unintentional, you must have been trying to prevent it. So this guy said today that he edited his original word calling a woman a host because, here it comes, people took it the wrong way. Well, I didn't expect people to get all their balls in an uproar about the word host. I mean, come on. Even though he says he felt it was clear he was being sarcastic. He said, quote, I don't see how anyone could have taken it the wrong way. It was me playing their argument back to them. Obviously, I consider pregnant women to be mothers. Of course you do, you rat bastard. The executive director of NARAL, National Abortion Rights Action League, told the Huffington Post in an email that this guy's rant reveals the contempt that lawmakers have for women. In her email to the Post, she said, quote, Senator Steve Martin obviously has zero understanding of the reality of reproductive choice and what it means for women to have control over their bodies, families, and lives. His remarks demonstrate what exactly these extreme lawmakers mean when they talk about personhood, that pregnant women are no more than vessels. Even more outrageous, he also fails to understand how he as a lawmaker can help empower women to reduce unintended pregnancies, something that should be a common goal for all. And that's the point, of course, that the organizations, it's been my experience anyway, that seek to protect a woman's right to privacy where it concerns her reproductive choices, among other things, that prevention of pregnancy, the use of contraceptions, is key to that. As long as men, and it's not same-sex sexual activity, you dumb bastard males, that get women pregnant. They get pregnant because a penis has been inserted into their vagina to the point of ejaculation. Then they get pregnant. So the idea of providing adequate and easy to obtain birth control makes a lot of sense to all of us who don't care to get involved in the idea of abortion. Nobody does. But until the day that men get their asses out of this discussion, we are going to be involved in it. N'est-ce pas? We'll be back.